Hello everybody and welcome to a little video on Father's Day gifts. I normally do a write-up at this time of the year, but I can't at the moment because my laptop's dead and that will not be getting fixed for the next week or so. So it is what it is. This will be quick and I might do another one next week with other bits and bobs that I've got. What we'll crack on. So first thing is if Amazon is obviously a great resource for getting deals. You get everything on Amazon obviously, but the two bottles I've bought recently on Amazon are, first of all, this one, which is Johnnie Walker Green Label. I picked this up, this was £26-7, which is nothing for what I would consider, what a lot of people consider to be the best in the Johnnie Walker range. It is bottled at 43%, that one, and it's good age statement. Really good whiskey. They took it away for a while, brought it back, £27, bargain. As people who follow me know, I drink a lot of Spanish brandy, and I would never normally buy it in the UK because it's way overpriced. My favourite is Cardinal Mendoza, that's about 22 euros. And it's like £45 here, so it's just, there's no point buying it. I did see this though, which is the Carlos the First from Osborne, who are actually my favourite producer. Brandy de Jerez, Solera Gran Reserva, so it's got some good aged stock in there, and it has been finished. I think it's not overly clear what it is, but it's been finished in Pedro Jimenez casks as well. It's an alternative to whiskey. Not everything you drink has to be the same thing, and I find that again, that was really heavily reduced. That it still is at the moment, and it was about 25 quid, which you would pay that in Spain. So that's fine. I would buy that, and it's really nice. And it's a bit different. Another thing that's a little bit different, and I know I talk about them quite a lot, is Jagow. So they now have a spice rum, they have a chestnut cask rum, which is superb, and they've now got this, which is the bottle of Revenge, which is 43%. It's aged 3 years in, I think, bourbon barrels, and yeah, aged in ex-bourbon and virgin oak barrels. 3-year-old cask pot still rum, made up in Orkney Islands. Absolutely worth getting hold of. You can buy this from their own website, and you can also buy it from a few independent retailers. I know Good Spirits have some of it, so if you're in Glasgow, but if you're not, it's just lovely, and there's lots of rums made in the UK, a few Scottish rums, and they're all, I think, some of them can be a little bit gimmicky, but this is just really good rum. If someone said, "Oh, this is a Jamaican rum or a Caribbean rum," you wouldn't. I don't think many people would go, "No, it's not." So this is well worth a look at. So Jagow, or Jagow if you're in Glasgow. So another thing, not whiskey again. So I got sent this, and I want you to not look at the terrible packaging. So and it's a nice bottle, but so it's Kankys Whip, made in Ireland, the original black liqueur and whiskey blend. So as a mixer in like cola, I also found in ginger beer, it's caramelly, vanilla-y, and it's got good strength to it. It's 33%. I use this with put there. I use this with topped it into Guinness. I used it with cola. I used it with ginger ale, which is one of my favourite things. Nice tall glass, lots of ice, and it's just something a little bit different. And it's just weird bottle, weird thing. It's from Amazon, about £25. So again, if you wanted to get them something to be a bit different, it comes. I can't find it, but it comes in a really nice box, as well. Or well, my one did. So yeah, it's just something different. If you want something different, go for that. So the last couple of things I want to talk about are miniatures. So there's two companies. There's Drinks by the Dram. There's lots of companies, but two companies that I have bought from and have been given stuff from are Drinks by the Dram. You should see that back to front probably, but Drinks by the Dram, and another company called the Really Good Whisky Company, and they do little miniatures and they do little sets as well. And one set in particular I got was this one, which again back to the front is the Glenfiddich Tasting Collection. Now I don't have any of the bottles left because I drank it. So if you like Glenfiddich, if you like any kind of core range of the bigger companies, Glenmorangie, Glenmorangie, or Glenfiddich in this case, you'll often find little tasting sets of their more exotic, I suppose, their limited releases. This has in a miniature of, and one of these ones, this sort of size, the 18-year-old, the 21-year-old, and it also has three really interesting, they're nice enough, but really interesting. So it has the 23-year-old Grand Cru, which, had it been a slightly stronger whiskey, I would say would probably be one of the best whiskies I've ever had. It just, for the money, because it was like about £180, I think it was a little bit expensive, but it was a really, really good whiskey, and it was another example of Glenfiddich showing what they can do. Also in here though are two really special whiskies. You've got the Glenfiddich Grand Coroni, I think maybe, 26-year-old, 43.8%, and it is just superb. The old 26 was always my favourite Glenfiddich, but expensive. This is £450 for a bottle of that 26-year-old. That is not on most people's radar, I would have thought. But to buy a tasting pack with 5 of these miniatures in it for about £50, it gives you that opportunity to experience these really, really very, very good whiskies. And the other whisky that's in this is a 9-year-old 2010 Virgin Oak, and it's at 55%. And it's another way, that's a prime way to taste aged, reasonably aged Glenfiddich whiskey, which hasn't had any kind of, it's not been put in a fancy cask, it's not been watered down to 40%, and a really good opportunity to try Glenfiddich at its sort of most raw expression, if you like, and it's brilliant, really, really, really good. So again, this is another thing that's available. This is another Drinks by the Dram thing, and so it comes in, there's a little box that goes in there with the little miniatures in it, but they're away. And yeah, so these are some of the Father's Day things that you can pick up, and I'll try and do another video because I'm expecting, I bought another couple of bottles, and it gives you an opportunity to maybe get something a little bit different, or if maybe not something a bit different, because Johnny Walker Green Label's not very different, it does give you an opportunity to at least get a good deal. Okay, thanks for watching.